Hoshina's sulking after a battle, and she goes, "Oh, you're sulking. I need to document this."
No, you don't!
Okay, my friends, I'm starting off every panel the same way because we're at the end of this year, so I would love to know for each of you, this past year, what is something that you feel like you've accomplished or something really cool has happened, a milestone, something you'd like to reflect on that you're proud of this year? And then next year, what are we really looking forward to? What are we excited for? What are some of our goals? What are we thinking?
I mean, there's one obvious answer, right?
What's that?
It's Kaiju number 8! Yeah! Because that applies, because next year, season 2. So, yeah!
It's a coming.
And Hoshina's day off.
What will he do?
What does he do all day?
What does he do all day besides troll and work out? We need to figure this out.
Yeah.
So, I don't know that this is necessarily a proud accomplishment, but it is an accomplishment. I finished a whole pack of cheese sticks.
Damn.
On the same day that I was like, you know, why not just have one more? Why not just have one more? And before you know it, I'm out of cheese sticks.
And you feel great, yeah.
And for next year, more cheese sticks.
We're the kind that with the two kinds spiraling around each other. That's the different genres of cheeses.
Look, regardless, I win because I either eat more, which means I put past me to shame, or I eat less and I practice self-restraint. Win-win situation, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I love that.
I like those jalapeno variants.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Like little, do they have like the literally like slices?
They're probably just dusted with them, but it's very nice. It's very a little Sousson, yeah. Salt Bay comes over.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is jalapeno bay. That's great.
Oh, there probably is one in there somewhere. I want to voice jalapeno bay.
Yo, yes. What would jalapeno bay sound like? We're
Yeah, I don't know, probably sound like this. You got a bro. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Jalapeno bay smokes like crazy.
Yeah. It's incidental. He mostly just smokes cigarettes.
Anyway, my goodness.
Yes.
What do we feel this year? Your
Oh gosh. Well, what did I do? I traveled a lot. I had no idea that Florida and New York had so many cons. It's crazy.
It's true.
I went to the most cons, I think, in those 2 states this year.
Nice.
But they're really fun, though. It was nice to see New York outside of, like, the city. You know, when I was a kid, I used to make fun of people who who would go up there to look at the leaves and watch them change color. Now I get it, though. I understand.
Yeah.
You know,
It hits different.
there's so much beauty. I just can't take it. Yeah.
And then for next year, anything?
Next year?
Any goals that we're looking forward to?
I would like to go to Canada.
Ooh.
Either for a con or just for fun. I've never been to Canada. I would like to do that at long last. Yes.
Have you done a con in a different country before?
I have, yeah. I went to New Zealand, which was #1 on my bucket list for many years, and yeah, it exceeded my expectations. It's beautiful there. Beautiful.
Okay, my friends. Now we'll get into like the questions about like the anime stuff.
Sigh.
But I think that Kaiju does a fantastic job of balancing the funny moments with all of the action and the drama, which is a really big pull for me because I tend to find myself leaning more towards comedy stuff. So for you, what kind of genres of anime do you feel like you're really into, and which do you think your character would be really into?
Ooh. I feel like Mina would like historical, like samurai stuff.
Ooh,
like
a Vinland Saga kind of thing, like Vikings?
yeah, Vinland Saga, something like that, or like the Nobunaga stuff. I think she would like that. I really like romance anime.
What's your favorite one?
Oh my god. It's one that I'm in, so like I'm gonna be shameless for a
Period.
second.
No, get in there.
No.
Literally my favorite thing I've ever worked on. Please go watch it. It's called The Dangers in My Heart. It's on High Dive. It's a romance.
Yes.
It's so good. Please watch it. I know this is not a Dangers in My Heart panel, but I got it out of my system. It's fine. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I think Hoshina would also go for the historical stuff. Even if it was historical fiction, even kind of like a stuff like Hell's Paradise, I think he would do for
he
sure.
would.
And yeah, anything involving swords. He is a sword guy. TM.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything involving the protagonist getting bigger and better swords for the most part. Yeah. Oh gosh. And for me, for me, I am also biased, but yeah, there are 2 BL shows that I would, I want to plug unreservedly, yes. One is Cherry Magic, which is a lot of fun. I played Minato, the delivery boy. And also there's one called Twilight Out of Focus. Yes, Tooth. Oscar Sung and I are love interests in both shows, so we've been typecast. We're the Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan of BL. But it's both really super sweet shows, and it's fun because I get to play very different types of characters. Minato's a little more reserved, and my Twilight character is super extra and fun. Yes, Shion. So I would say that's my answer.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want you, Pookie.
All right, look.
You're like the SpongeBob, all right?
All right, look. If I have to choose an anime genre, Kafka would probably watch comedy.
Period.
Period. Put some lovey-dovey like romance, my love story. Yeah. But he ain't watching that. My boy is weeping, crying, getting caught in the tension of a telenovela. Clutching his pillows at the betrayal, at the twists, at the turning points.
Surprise in Spanish.
All in Spanish. I don't think I need to answer anymore. I think we're just gonna keep it right there.
Are you with him? You are also enjoying the telenovela?
If I happen to run across one, yeah. I forgot PG. Keep it PG.
Yeah.
We're here.
I mess with it. I mess with it.
Yeah. Are you guys 30 Rock fans? You remember 30 Rock?
Remember the
Alec Baldwin actually does a pretty good telenovela villain.
Wait, no.
Yeah, Generalissimo.
If I had to pick my own thing, I like the dramas. I like introspective stuff. If you haven't seen Link Click, go watch Link Click. Oh hell yeah! I think it's a super under the radar, underrated show. I love it. Hashtag not sponsored.
Maybe just a little bit.
Nope, not at all. I ain't in it.
Hey, I'll check though. I also think this show has a pretty insane soundtrack. The music is fire in this show. Do we have a favorite song? During this moment in this show, this song went crazy and it stood out to me. Do we have any of those?
That one that goes na 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 na. That one with the bass in your feet. Yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Could bring it back around.
Yeah.
Because usually a show like this is lucky if it gets one nice earworm intro or outro or something. This is just loaded with bangers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because it's not just like the intro and outro song.
No.
It's the music during the
Everything
film also.
inside, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's, my character has a cool theme. Everybody's got such cool themes. The leitmotifs that come back and forth. It's so cool, yeah. But no, Nobody, though, is the one for me. I've been bumping that all year. I don't have Spotify, but it would be in my rap list for sure. Yeah.
It's a bop.
It's
a bop. I agree. It's like any time that the just before I go and wreck my voice in a punch or something.
You know you're about to be in pain.
Count down to pain.
That usually starts when you hear the preview. You're like, oh.
I start getting PTSD listening to
yes, OM scream, OM scream. Okay, now I'm gonna go down the line and have little individual questions for each of you. My friend Landon.
Yes.
Your character he's been put in charge. He is very good at his job. He's very good at what he does. But he's also a little silly. Do you
It's a little
feel
silly
like
with it sometimes, yeah.
Do you feel like this is something that happens in your own life? And have you been in a situation where you kind of charmed your way into something? Or you kind of, especially in a professional setting?
Yeah, that's why I have a career. It's like I get a little goofy with it. But yeah, I'm somebody, when you first meet me, I'm very Midwestern corny. It just comes with the territory. I was born in Kansas. But it's one of those things where, you need to be a professional. It's a lot. Our job is a lot of fun, but it still is, it's still a job, and you want to conduct yourself in a professional manner. But I can also, just kind of, at the drop of a dime, I can get very silly.
Yes.
And usually it means that I'm comfortable around you. If I'm doing silly voices or just being, wacky, that means that, I'm comfortable around you. Yeah. That's been a big part of it for sure. And with the vice captain, I feel like, obviously when the captain herself is not around, he does have to take on additional responsibilities and kind of keep the trolling to a minimum. But in general, though, I think he kind of has that work-life balance thing, the work-life balance thing figured out pretty well. Although I don't know. I mean, working out at like 1 a.m. I don't know about that. That's some Marky Mark Wahlberg stuff. But in general, though, I think he's got it figured out pretty well, and that's certainly admirable in its way.
I love the idea for you that you have to unlock your whimsy. That's
yes,
fun.
it is an unlockable side quest. Yeah, the whimsical side quest.
DLC.
It's DLC. Yeah.
The Whimsy DLC.
Whimsy DLC. It sounds real. Yes.
So you believe it.
The Whimsy DLC.
You're all with us. No, I love that. Somebody write that down. That's good. Caitlyn, my darling, we are both deep voice ladies. So I feel like often deep voice ladies are always like the tough one. The one that's always, and I feel like that's so many of your characters.
Yeah.
Do you feel like for you personally that's something that you're like, this fits for me and my personality and I can get into this? Or do you wish that like, sometimes they, like, because obviously they're multi-dimensional characters, but like the character archetype kind of always falls into, she's in charge, she's the badass, she's the one getting stuff done, which is cool, but I'm like, I want to cry maybe, I want to like feel.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like, previously when I auditioned for Hibino and Chainsaw Man, I auditioned for as many girl roles as we were allowed to. And I saw her and I thought, oh, she's got dark hair and she's wearing a suit and she has an eye patch and she's smoking. I was like, oh, this is my kind of character. She's gonna have a deep voice, but she's such a goof. So I was really happy to have a character like that. And then with Mina, it's like, I auditioned for Mina and Kikoru, because why not, but I saw Mina and I was like, oh, this is definitely my kind of character. And when we first started going to cons together for this show and doing panels for this show, a lot of the questions we got from the audience and from the moderators was like, what's the funniest line your character says? He knows what I'm going to say. Mina didn't have one for the first couple weeks, and I was like, I don't know, get back to me later. She hasn't said anything funny. And she has one moment in season 1 that's funny to me, and now I have an answer for that. It's when Hoshina's sulking after a battle, and she goes, oh, you're sulking. I need to document this. No, you don't! So she's funny in her seriousness.
Yes.
So I appreciate that a lot about her.
I was going to say, she has to have a sense of humor, otherwise they couldn't work together,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nazeeh, my darling.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
That was your darling.
I can't wait to derail this.
I mean, you can if you want. But I think unfortunately, it is kind of a serious question. So seeing a character that is older than 16, as the Tanjiros and the Dekus and the Erins of the world, I think that is very important to people. What have your interactions with fans, your personal connection to the character, how does that difference from other anime protagonists do you feel like really sets him apart?
I mean, the relatability is the biggest thing. The fact of the matter is, while anime may have like its biggest popularity right now, a lot of us that kind of started when it was being brought over here and whatnot, we're currently at the age that Kafka is, and the rest of the cast and whatnot. So kind of it's the one show where it feels like the character age grew with our demographic. And a lot of the people that come to my table are funny enough. They'll bring up the whole, yeah, I'm 30 and it's nice seeing a character that's just like, oh yeah, your bones hurt too. But yeah, I think it is nice having this to kind of like I said, I mean, relatability I think is just the biggest term that surrounds this. Reminding people that it's never too late to pursue your dreams. Also, that life happens, but you yourself are steering course. So. Yeah.
I love that. Round of applause for these answers, folks.
Round of applause for being in your 30s.
Yes!
Let's go.
Round of applause for the bone hurt.
Yeah.
All right, my friends, let's turn it over to our fabulous audience. Go ahead, my love.
How about, you guys aren't annoyed at me.
Not at all, not at all. Never.
Hi, my name is Kai, and my question is very simple. How do the captains and Hibino drink their coffee or tea, or what do they drink in the morning?
Ooh.
That's a really good question.
It's good.
Hibino drinks hers with a cigarette in it.
Be my next coffee order.
I'm kidding. It's so funny. Never gotten this question before. Obviously, I can't speak for the character too much, but I think Mina drinks her coffee black. She probably, you know what? Mina drinks instant coffee. I said it. She's too busy. She is a woman on the go. She is mixing up her instant coffee and she's going and she's drinking it black. And I love that for her. You gotta have a little something.
Oh yeah.
What's your coffee order? Now, I love when people ask about the characters. I'm like, but I want to notice about you.
Well, you know, my boyfriend runs a coffee shop, so.
Period. So
Yeah.
no money is for you.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your favorite thing?
I get a dirty chai. Dirty chai is my go-to.
It's not for dirty chai.
Dirty chai. Yeah.
With Hoshina, I'm not sure. Maybe he's a boba guy. I don't know. That's what Adam MacArthur would want me to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can fully sign off on that, but I know
What do you feel in your heart, though?
in my heart, gosh, probably a ceremonial tea of some kind.
Yep.
Something very formal and from the past. But then you'd have to mix it up somehow and get goofy with it. Maybe with a pump of caramel or something. Why not? But for me though, yeah, I'm not very sophisticated with my coffee orders because I don't order coffee. I order hot chocolate. Yes.
Don't leave Kafka out of it. I'm curious what Kafka's in.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Kafka. He's the type of guy that wakes up in the morning, grabs a Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew with the leftover slice of pizza
And the cheese sticks.
heated in the microwave. It's not fully warm, it's not melted, but he's also too lazy to wait an extra 45 seconds. And, rise and grind, here we are.
Rise and grind.
It is my mission to be a menace right now.
I love it.
I
I'm
want
into
to be
it.
a menace. I'm in my goblin arc right now.
Okay. Goblin era.
It's a goblin era.
I'm looking
done
forward to the album.
with being cordial. I'm done with professionalism. Here we are.
I love it. I'm into it. I'm into it. As long as you stay family friendly, the floor is yours.
Thank you.
Is that like TV-14?
Maybe I'll just,
Yeah.
I'll Tom Cruise and jump on the couch. I don't know. We'll see.
These are the right kinds of couches for that. Yeah.
Are any of you even old enough to get that reference? I don't know.
Yeah, these are like primo mental break.
Where are my 30-year-olds?
Yeah. If you get that reference, you're in your 30s. Congratulations.
My friend, go right ahead.
Hi, I'm Kando. How you guys doing?
Hey.
Well, how about you? Oh, what you said.
Alright, so my question to all three of y'all. I'm so sorry. No, you're good. You're good. So, if your characters weren't fighting monsters, like, at all, what would your characters be doing at that time?
Like, what would their job be?
Yeah, what would their jobs be if they weren't fighting monsters?
So, quick clarification. Do the monsters still
That
exist?
was going to be my
No mon. Okay,
No
so
monsters.
like cleanup duty and shit. Oh, PG. Oh, you said a bad word.
Goblin arm.
You said the word. Demonetized. No. Okay, cool. Thank you. You can answer.
Mina would run a cat cafe. She loves cats.
Yeah.
She would be working like behind the scenes though. She'd be in the back office, like with her own cat, and then she wouldn't be interfacing with the people, just the cats.
It'd be a cat cafe with giant jungle beasts.
Yeah, a tiger cafe.
Get to snuggle with the tigers and leopards. For Hoshina, gosh, it would be probably a Olympic fencing champion, I would assume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He would still find a way to work blades into his life. Yeah, Led by the blade. He studied the blade. He's the definition of that meme.
Yeah.
I see you looking.
I am looking.
I feel like he'd work in a deli. I don't know. I see him with like the apron, the mock, whatever.
The hairnet.
Just,
Yeah.
No hairnet. No. This is a New York deli.
FDA.
We're you get what we serve. You want to chop cheese? We got you, and I get out.
Now
There we
see, this could work, because like in an AU, they're together, they run a New York bodega.
And all three any of these jobs could be used, especially the fencing.
Yes, yes.
Somebody tries to steal.
Think about it. Think about it. You got a fencer on staff. Yeah, it's like the ultimate security.
So
guard.
cute.
Yeah.
I can see your character, like working at a restaurant as a cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Why don't he moves up? That's when they're like, you got the good stuff, kid. We're gonna bring you over here to the 5-star restaurant. You know how it happens in New York, probably.
Yeah. Only in New York, baby. Only in New York.
Thank you so much, my love. Hi,
Good
Miku.
question.
Hello.
Hi.
I was wondering, what's your favorite scene that you voiced in the anime? And if you've read any of the manga, and if spoilers are fine, what are you looking forward to voicing in the next season?
Let's see. Well, we can hint at what it is without spoiling the show, if that's cool.
I'm excited for Bako to get more screen time. The tiger.
Yes. Good.
He's got stuff coming. Favorite scene to voice? Let's see. I think other than I have to document this. Episode 12, the last episode of season 1. No, wait. Yeah, that one. When Kafka's having the big battle, and he thinks of Mina, and she says, "I'll be waiting," and it's like baby Mina, and she says, "I'll be waiting," and then big Mina says, "I'll be waiting." My feelings. Oh, wait, no, I left my last session for season 1 kind of a little bit teared up because there was that flashback scene of her cat, after her cat. Oh. Anyway, no spoilers. She loves cats. She's a cat lady.
She is. She's the coolest cat lady, though.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me see. For me, it would be the big fight with number 10. That was a lot of fun. Brent Mukai kills it as number 10. Yeah. He just does such a great job of having that primordial sense of pride and rage and just animalistic. He's so good. As far as what's to come, I have to tread very carefully. But there's a great tale is still to unfold. Yes.
No way.
Thank you. I try. But favorite scenes other than the number 10 one, the number 10 fight, I would say and you guys who have come to my table have probably heard this already, but the scene where they're first taking the power level readings from their suits, and my man Kafka scores 0%. And keeps trying. To his credit, does not give up. But Hoshina, though, decides to weigh in and goes, "It's not like taking a dump. You can't just push it out." We had a lot of fun in the booth with that one. Yeah.
That's so
I put it down. I thought I was safe for 2 more seconds. I feel like my answer changes every time, just because different moments speak to me in different times, but for right now, I think my favorite scene is the very, very beginning of episode 2, running out of the hospital at the first transformation. It's just chaos incarnate. The running down, the pee coming out of the nipple,
so
eating birds alive in a weird Looney Tunes kind of hijinksy kind of way, and that's probably the funnest at the moment for me. And what am I looking forward to? More work. Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good question.
Hello.
Hello, this
Hey.
is Kevin, and I was wondering, do you ever see yourself in the character, and what point in the show do you see yourself the most in the character?
I think as actors, it's really important to be able to latch on to at least one thing about a character that you relate to. I play a lot of villains, and it's sometimes hard to find one little thing you can relate with. Mina's easy because Mina is a workaholic, and I've been known to be a bit of a workaholic in my life, and I don't know. I think that's the thing I latch onto about her. She loves her work. She's very passionate about her work, even if she's quiet. So I like to think this is not a good answer, the workaholism, but I don't have a big gun. So
Nice.
that's just for Nazeeh. And Landon. No, never mind. Come to my table, I'll tell you the big gun story. It's not relevant right now. I'm a workaholic. It's bad.
I also play a lot of bad guys, so it can be challenging sometimes to find that kind of connective tissue, that little kind of like, thread of connection. Like with Demon Slayer, Enmu, the train demon from Mugen Train. I can't really identify with wanting to eat 200 people on board a train. So that was
Speak for yourself.
That was tricky. But I could definitely sympathize with wanting a promotion at work and wanting to impress my boss, who was maybe also my crush. So yeah, you could see that. So yeah, you just have to find that kernel of connectivity, and then you're good to go as an actor. And when it came to Hoshina, though, really it was his background that really got to me. The idea that he was, kind of overlooked and underestimated, and he eventually, though, found people who actually believed in him and gave him a shot. And yeah, one of the things I love about the number 10 fight is that you see those flashbacks unfolding during the fight, and that really, spoke to me because, that's oftentimes how I felt, where it's like, I just needed to find my tribe, find my people, and then, since then, life's been pretty sweet. So, yeah, I definitely connected with him in that regard, for sure. And also, yeah, that he's, despite his silliness, he's also super duper driven, and when he, sees something he wants, he goes towards it, Not guns blazing, but swords flashing, I guess. Yeah. So that's definitely inspiring to me, his dedication to his craft and his loyalty to his friends.
Well, I mean, mine's kind of cheating, if I'm being completely honest. It's like a goofy 30-year-old down on his luck who becomes Kaiju number 8. Like, that's the literal tagline for the show, but it's quite literally also me. So, yeah, one to one. Just, I just can't punch things with as much power or force. But kind of what Landon was mentioning, the big thing with a lot of these characters, Kafka, again, exception to the rule, I think, because, or at least when it comes to like hardcore one-to-one relationship, because that's the way he was written to be relatable to a lot of people. It is about finding that connective tissue. You may not necessarily be with villains. You might not exactly want to take over the world or something, but you can translate their intent, their motives, their aspirations into sort of a real world thing, and that's just an actor thing in general that you have to do with your roles. Like, there is something that you can relate to in every character, you just need to find out what it is. Yeah, sorry.
Do not apologize, that was good.
Yeah.
Get into it. This is the place to get into it, anytime.
Yeah.
I always feel so bad when people are like, I'm derailing, I'm doing that, I'm like, no, do it. I'm like, if people are sitting here to hear you talk, please talk. Like, that is, I love it. Selfishly, I'm like,
Thanks for saying that.
Seriously, I love it. Like, forget the title of the panel also a lot of times. I'm like, you can talk about it. If you want to talk about your life, if you want to talk about that other show you were in that you were like, please. Anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, look.
Yo!
Hey, let's go, baby.
Look who it is.
Looking good.
Hi, my name is Jean. I just want to say, first of all, you all, as someone read manga, you all embody perfectly how I imagine all of you guys sound like. And you're all just perfect for every single one of them. And first of all, thank you for that. And
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shout out Sean Gann for casting.
Hell yeah.
so, whole theme about Kaiju number 8 is friendship, right? So, if you or your characters had to go in and organize a trip for the squad, where would you take them?
Where would I take them, or where would Mina take them?
Whichever.
Let's say you came.
Me personally, Spa Castle.
Yeah!
Have you been to Spa Castle? I love Spa
It was
Castle.
awesome.
Just any spa. They all need a day at the spa.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for context, if y'all haven't been to Spa Castle, which we're local, so you can go to this. It's in Carrollton. It's just like you walk in and then you're in a different world. And
Yeah.
There's like saunas, and there's a pool, and there's a bar inside the pool, and then they give you little uniforms, so everybody's wearing the same thing. It's so cool.
It's my favorite place in the whole world.
It's so wonderful. And there's a sushi
I know the
restaurant
uniform
inside.
thing makes you think it's not a cult. It's not a cult.
No, not a cult. No.
Unless you want it to be.
Unless you want it to.
You put your stuff in a locker and it's like still there, and like you can go get it if you want.
You can leave anytime.
Just describe the concept of a locker. Anyway,
Listen, if you've clearly Lexi's been there because Lexi gets it. Spock, if you know, you know. Okay.
yeah, KYK, exactly.
Lexi, let's go to Spa Castle.
Let's go.
Oh, we should.
Bye guys, see you later.
Bye.
Anyway, speaking of derailing,
Yeah. This panel is about Spa Castle.
yeah, sponsored by Spa Castle. I wish. Again, where would you take the squad?
Oh man, I actually don't know. I would hope that the Texas State Fair is going on.
Yeah! Who would eat the most?
Kafka. Or you know what? I say Kafka, but I feel like it'd be one of those like anime trope things where like we think it's Kafka, but then like Mina,
Yeah.
all of a sudden like
Pounding a
just
cheese
gets like
She just
one
houses
pizza, two
some-
pizza, three pizza. It's just like, what is happening right now?
She's
Oh,
got
that funnel
to
cake.
build up muscle to carry that big gun.
There we go. There we go. I guess the tangential thing would be like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Okay.
I feel like hijinks could ensue. Potentially, I don't know, man.
Two
Limited
words.
breadsticks.
Medieval time.
Which section are we sitting in?
Ooh, I don't know. What are you gonna say?
I'm in the sauce, man. With the
Front row? Yeah.
Whoa, splash.
Front row. Splash zone. Yeah.
Who's getting thrown the rose by the night?
Hoshina.
Who would be most excited to get? No, period. Okay.
Hoshina.
Oh, that would be so cute. Somebody write that fanfic.
Yes!
That's so cute.
The medieval times AU.
Oh,
That's really cute. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Very good question.
Oh, your tights are so cool.
yeah.
You can tilt it down towards you, love.
I'm
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry. I'm Oliver, and technically a two-part question.
Ooh.
Favorite scene in general, favorite part of your character, and separately, how do y'all like working with each other?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. Thank you. What was the middle? I forgot. Sorry.
Favorite part of your character?
Favorite thing about your character.
Yeah.
Favorite scene, even though bad things are happening. My favorite scene is after Kafka gets arrested and they have that private moment of oh, can I still stand by your side? Oh, Nazeeh acted his butt off in that scene. Oh, man. I don't know why I said it like that.
No, that was
Favorite part of my character, this is such a weeb thing to say, but the Gap Moe. Because she's so serious and so badass, but she just likes kittens. I love that about her. She's got layers. She's a complex woman. And then how has it been working with, I feel like I've said this to you, I've said this to y'all before, but whenever you get cast in a show that's big and they send people out to things together, you always want to make sure it's people you like. Oh my God. And I just love this group so much. I love you guys. I wish that I had gotten to know you guys 5 years ago, man. Oh, that's so.
Oh, love you too.
Oh, man.
It's very I Love Lucy.
What's that mean? To derail, sorry. What's that mean? It's I still love you. That's how I was Sorry. Please take the, please. Favorite part of your character?
My character?
Favorite scene?
I already love him from the manga. I was really hoping to get to play him. I've been, he was a dream character for me, and still is, always will be. But he's the dream character that came true. But I think the only thing though that I can think of where the anime is head and shoulders though above the manga is that the fangs, the little fangies. Mm-hmm. That's such a great additional character trait that is not in the manga, and I'm really happy they added that. And not only because I have very sharp eye teeth myself, but it was representation, important to see for all us sharp tooths out there.
Bang rep. And then do you have a
Yes.
favorite scene as well?
Favorite scene, yeah, the number 10 fight for me, but also though in general though, one of my favorite scenes though is, when they're taking Kafka away in episode 11, I think it is, and we still find a way to salute him, you know, the 3rd Division salute. I really like that. It's a beautiful scene. Yeah, it's really well done. And in terms of working with these guys, yeah, I remember the first time when I got to see the cast list, and I was like, thank God. Thank God, these are such cool people that I either already know really well and love, or that I know them by reputation and I love. And yeah, you guys have exceeded my expectations. You guys are like the New Zealand I already wanted to work with you, and now having worked with you, it's like, oh, you exceeded my expectations that were already super high. So
I love you too.
It's been a dream, absolutely, start to finish. Well, hopefully the finish is very long off, but yes, but start to still start. Yes.
Okay. Favorite scene. It's more like sequence of scenes. That entire getting captured, and then the conversations that occur afterwards. You know, like Caitlyn mentioned with being secluded with Mina and just kind of like bawling and breaking down and wondering if I could still have any chance of standing by her side. Like it's just an entire emotional roller coaster of, you know, wondering whether or not, you know, his journey stops there, and because it isn't the final episode, you know, it doesn't. But favorite part about Kafka is that he is his own comedic relief. I think it's kind of rare to have a main character who is, you know, kind of like shonen protagonist kind of styled, but then is playing like the loud, rambunctious sort of comedic relief, and you know, everyone around him is being the straight man instead. So that's a treat as an actor, especially, to kind of have like the dynamics in performance. And then, yeah, not even a joke answer. I do absolutely adore these folks. They legitimately have made every step of this process that much more enjoyable. You know, you already heard it twice or before me, and you're just going to hear it again. I would take at least one bullet for each of them.
Oh, that's 2 bullets. You're dead on a good day.
Bills don't follow me after. It's a win-win.
Thank you so much, my friend. All right, my friends.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Of course. We have about 4 minutes left, and we have several people
Lightning
in line.
round.
So we're going to have to do a lightning round, and I may have to cut some folks off. So before we even get into it, or will we find ourselves at our tables after this, or are we going to
yeah.
be here tomorrow? After this?
Oh yeah.
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 We're
Okay.
all weekend, and we're here for like, I think, what, a little less than an hour.
Yeah.
I think 7's the cutoff.
Yeah. So if we don't get to your question, please go visit these lovely folks at their tables and have a conversation one-on-one, even better. All right, go ahead, my friend.
Based on your previous answers, it sounds like like the majority of you have read the manga, or at least read a good chunk of it. In regards to voice acting in general, do you think that reading the manga is good to kind of get the direction of the character as a whole, or do you prefer to kind of go in and fly by the seat of your pants kind of thing and just digest it as you're getting it in the script?
A lot of times we don't really have a choice. It goes so fast. And with this show, we couldn't watch the sub version ahead of time because it was day and
This
day.
was like week on week,
Yeah,
right?
lockstep. Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I mean,
So I think there's merits to both. You know, I think looking into a manga and doing the research for the auditions to get a better sense of what it is that you're going to be looking for is really key. But then I think performance-wise, validity to both, whether it is reading ahead or not, because you know, there's something to be said about knowing the turns and, you know, working out how to play them versus also being in the moment and living in the moment. It's as close to like theater as you'll get when it comes to that. So I think it varies per actor, and I kind of do a middle. I'm kind of middle of the ground. Depends on how busy I am, also.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the actor. I know some actors that don't want to read ahead at all because it's like the character doesn't know what's coming, so why would I? On the other hand, though, I think you do want to do, for me anyway, I like to do some prep, just so I know what's around the corner. So if something needs to be telegraphed, if it's foreshadowing, whatever, I'm aware of it and can lean into it. Then other times, though, there's somebody like, I play the future devil in Chainsaw Man. He knows everything that's going to come. So it behooves me to be way ahead on that one, which is fine, because I was already a fan of the manga before being cast. And same thing with Kaiju. I think I'm fully caught up now, or as caught up as English speakers can be, I think. But yeah, I try to stay ahead of the game, usually.
Good question, my friend. Thank you.
Very good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
2 minutes, we got this.
Hello.
Hey!
I'm Sam. My question, I'm so sorry, I wrote down my question.
No, you're
That's good. I do the same thing. That's literally why I have this up here.
Which characters in the anime or manga, if you've read it, has your favorite friendship/rival dynamic?
Ooh.
Mina and Hoshina. I always say they're work husband and wife.
Sorry, I don't know.
Something to stew on and visit to discuss later.
Relationship, I like Kafka and Reno, just in terms of the sort of like parent-kid relationship, with the case that Reno is the parent.
So true.
Yeah, Hoshina and Mina is a wonderful dynamic. I would also say we haven't gotten to know him yet on the show, but Narumi and Hoshina, that's going to be a lot of fun, especially with Aaron Dismuke playing him, who's a wonderful actor.
It's casting.
Literally perfect casting, yeah. Can't wait.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good question.
Yes.
Hello.
If the characters had a favorite song or band, what would it be?
I like this one. Let's say band. Let's go with band.
Band. Enya.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna listen to Enya. Or no. The Cure. She listened to The Cure. Yeah.
God, I don't even know if it's the right answer. I'm just gonna say Fall Out Boy. It's just the first thing that came to my mind.
Valid.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Nice. Thank you so much, love.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Good day. My question is, since Kaiju number 8 released dubbed simultaneously with the subbed, how different was the routine compared to like the other animes you've done? Like did the routine change, or was it harder, easier, or did it stay the same?
One thing that was harder, like I was kind of saying earlier, is that like sometimes if we have time, some of us like to watch the episode in Japanese first. That wasn't a thing. So that was a little bit challenging, but it kind of made it fun too. It was exciting. It felt like being in the booth. This is so dumb, but I had the feeling like I would be like, nobody's seen this yet.
I would love for more big shows to do it that way, to do the, literally lockstep, Would you guys like that if more big shows did that?
Yeah.
That's the way to go, because then you can make your choice early on. It's not just based on availability, it's based on literal, preference. That's not
True.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Period.
Thank you guys.
Thank
And I'm
you.
going to say this is going to be our last one, my love. So everybody behind this young friend, please come hang out at the tables. We will see you. Thank you so much. Go ahead, my friend.
Is there a number kaiju fight that you would really like to see in the anime? Like, if we went back in time and see it?
Ooh, like Kaiju versus Kaiju, or?
Yeah, kaiju versus kaiju, or maybe like the number 6, number 4, kind of the ones that they did number.
I was gonna say number 4. Number 4? Isn't that the one that Kikaru? Am I spoiling something? 4.
2.
0.
Nice! Thank you so much, my friend. All right, so we're going back to our tables now, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Fabulous, fabulous. Please
Yep.
visit these fine folks and give them a round of applause for
Thank you
hanging out
guys
with
so
us
much.
today.
Thank you for watching Anime Diet. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more tasty treats.